Yo, what's up? I just got off of a call with the head of creative product development or whatever. One of the top creators for Comfort. It's a lady. She's the one that posts 30 times a day that Hudson mentions. And she was just doing a call with some of the creators to give them some tips. Basically, all she said was fucking work harder, bro. Just post more. And they're all just like, I'm looking at all their videos and it's just like a random video of them opening up the sweater or doing like just putting on the eye mask or doing random shit, bro. And then it fired me up because what I'm doing with this, well, like with the magic, dude, what we're doing with this shit is fucking crazy. No one else can do what I'm doing, bro. Nobody else. Like the hooks that we're gonna create, these people, their hook is like just putting down the mask on the hoodie. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking blowing people's fucking minds and then going to the hoodie. And like, yes, it's a learning process in the beginning, but I'm just like, bro, none of these fucking people can do what I do, bro. Like, none of them, dude. Like, we're not even in the same category. I'm not even competing with them. Because, like, yes, they post 30 times a day. And she said it takes about 2 minutes to make a TikTok. And she, like, films it, edits it, and then posts it right away. But, like, their whole TikTok is like this. Like, the camera's there, and it, like, starts with them wearing a hoodie or some shit. And they're, like, putting it on. And I'm like, okay, that's 2 seconds. It's fucking boring. My shit, bro, my videos are going to start with people freaking the fuck out. And then it's gonna cut to me wearing the hoodie, bro. None of these fucking people can do what I can. That's like the coolest part. The hook is the most important thing, and I have the number one skill set for that, bro. Is creating fucking insane reactions. And so it's like, bro, I'm gonna fucking dominate these people. I'm going to fucking dominate them. And so it's like, I'm just so fucking fired up, bro. Because if these people can do it, and she's the same thing. She's like, she's 28, she lives in Miami, she doesn't got a boyfriend, she doesn't got kids, like nothing. It's just her grinding every single day. And I'm just like, bro, yes, she's posting 30 times a day, but her videos are getting 20 views, 30 views, 40 views, and maybe one of them pops off, right? And she has to like think of all this creative shit, like sending out 100 blankets and then like jumping and shit. And I'm just like, bro, I don't need any of that shit, bro. All I literally need is go out to the fucking mall, blow some goddamn people's minds, bro, and then use that as the fucking hook, bro. Like, that'll be fucking sick, dude. And so I'm gonna fucking destroy all of these guys, bro. I'm gonna compete with all of them. I'm really fucking excited. This is gonna be sick. And the cool thing is, like, now I'm starting to see like I'm starting to see what it's really supposed to look like and get a clearer vision in my head of what it really is. Because before, on paper, everything was just an idea. Oh, I could do this magic trick and then this magic trick and include it like this. Now that I'm like seeing what they're doing and the content they're making and how they're doing it, and I know what it's really like to go out there and film, especially with the interview style shit, bro, I'm gonna fucking destroy this shit. I will be one of Comfort's #1 creators. And she was describing on the call how she remembers when she saw $5,000 in the bank account from Comfort's thing and how she's gonna be a millionaire this year. And I'm just like, bro, 5,000 in the bank account. That's selling 2 brands on my shit. I can make that shit in 1 day, bro, and not from being a Comfort creator. And so it's just like I'm doing both. But originally, like a couple days ago, and I think I made a video about this, but like I was going through this decision of which direction to take the company. Because the sidewalk effect, you can either go all in on becoming a Comfort creator and like that's my thing and focus on that and just create all the shit for Comfort and focus on making money that way, or I can go the business route and take it like a brand and use Comfort as a client to create some shit for them, right? And then hopefully it performs, but then still go out and chase other companies, which is what I'm doing while I'm making money for Comfort. So yes, one factor is that you can call it 1 foot in, 1 foot out, even though that's not really the case. Like I will be still recording for Comfort, but I'm not going to be recording 30 videos a day like she is, because this is what she does. She's all in on Comfort. This is not the vehicle that I want that to be. And so I made that mistake with the Elliott Group, where when I joined that as a part of the team, it like disassociated my relationship with Hudson from like being another entrepreneur that he knows to like, oh, now I'm just another guy on the team. And that's the same thing that happened at the Elliott Group, where when I first went from meeting Andy and like, oh shit, I have his phone number, and like I was high-fiving him and all of this shit and saying I wanted to build a relationship with him, to I just became another cog in the machine. And I was just a sales guy on his team, right? And I had barely any relationship with him. And so I learned from that, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. Yes, I joined the call. Yes, I wanted to learn some stuff, but I'm not making the mistake of going all in with Comfort, and then I'm going to look up in 6 months or a year from now and I'm just a Comfort creator, and that was never the path that I wanted to take. And then even if I'm making good money, it wasn't the path that I wanted to go. And so I would rather not make money and still build the business of the Sidewalk Effect, chasing after other brands and building it like a real company, than go all in on being a comfort creator and make money. It's not what I want to do, even if the fucking money is there. And right now, that's the lady in the red dress for me, as Hormozy puts it. And so I'm not going to do that because I'm learning from my mistake from last time, where that's what I did at the Elliott Group. I got so fucking excited. Oh my God, I'm going to be a part of Andy Elliott. And then all I did was become a sales guy on the team. And then I was just another number in the organization. I was just another cog in the machine. And so I'm not going to make that mistake this time, where I'm not going to go all in on focusing on Comfort and creating their shit and doing all that for them. I'm going to focus this as a brand. Comfort is one of my clients, not the other way around. Comfort is a client of mine. I'm just using it to be able to learn, and I'm going to use that so I can use it as a brand name to partnership and say, hey, I work with Comfort. Comfort hired me. Let me work with you guys as well, period. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a company. I'm going to build the business because I would rather fail and make no money and be fucking homeless trying to build my company than become another cog in the machine, except this time for Comfort instead of the Elliott Group. Not what I wanted to do. And I made that mistake last time with Andy Elliott, and I woke up in a year and I was fucking miserable. And so I'm not doing that this time. I'm not going to go all in on like join all the team calls from Comfort and like be another creator on their team. That's not what I wanted to fucking do. This is my business. I'm focusing on building the Sidewalk Effect, building the company, not becoming another cog or another one of the 600,000 creators that Comfort has. And she was talking about, her name was Delaney, she was running the call, she was talking about how much Comfort has done for them and like he's buying more inventory and this and that, and it's like, that's the guy that I want to be. I don't want to be the person creating for Hudson or for a company. I want to be the guy that's running the team, and I want to be the one that's making the decision that has a girl like Delaney on my fucking team, telling her, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, lead the team, etc. Like, I want to build my own company, build my own team. And so I'm getting this down because it was a hard thing for me, but like I saw it in the moment while I was joining the call, because I felt like I was just another creator on the team instead of like the way that she was talking about Hudson and the way that it was like being framed in my mind of like, instead of me having a partnership with him or like being connected or having a relationship as an entrepreneur or a business owner, it was like, oh, you're just another guy on his team. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So yes, I am going to create some cool stuff for Comfort and like still get paid for it. But they're bringing me on as a creator. Like, they're bringing me on as a whitelister, which is not what I wanted to do. The whole point was to build a company around it and to not be a whitelister. And that's what Josh Suggs said, right? Found his Street Talk. It's the same thing where he described how when he was starting the company, he could have just went to, as he says, AG1 and said, hey, I'll be your in-house street interviewer for $70,000 a year. But he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to lock himself into a brand for this exact reason. And so instead he said, no, I'll just do it. I'll make you X amount of videos for $3,000, and then I'll go do that for 10 different brands. And that's what he did, and that's how he started the company. And so that's the same approach that I'm going to take. I'm not going to get locked in for Comfort. Right now I have no other thing to do, right? When he started, he had a client because he was working for Tabs Chocolate, right? I'm talking about Josh Suggs from Street Talk. He was working for Tabs Chocolate. He was like their media guy, and then someone asked him to go make videos for them. And so he did that, and then there was another company that reached out to him that said, hey, can you make us some street interviews too? And that's how he started doing it. And so he had a client that he went out and then made street interviews for, and then turned that into a business, into a company. That's what we're doing. That is the nature of my relationship, the Sidewalk Effect relationship with Comfort. Evan Nussbaum is not a Comfort creator on TikTok. It is the Sidewalk Effect is making street magic interview videos for Comfort as a client, and they're not paying us, but they're giving us that first step in the door to be able to go out and actually produce these and find the right things and build a team and then use them as a reference to go out and work with other brands and other companies and other consumer products to then go out and actually build this as a fucking company. And so I'm making this down kind of as a message to myself as well, because I made this mistake once when I got the fan feeling of being a part of Andy Elliott's circle, and I high-fived him and I had his phone number, and I felt like, oh my God, this is the best thing in the world. And then I just became another guy on the sales team. And I'm not making that same mistake with Comfort, where I was like so lit up, oh, this is a great opportunity. They're going to send me any product that I want, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to create videos for them and do all this stuff. But I know what road that leads to. I know that if I do that, then in 6 months I'm going to wake up and I'm just going to be another creator for Comfort. And that's not the direction that I wanted to take this down. Especially if I go all in and I decide to start creating 30, 40, 50 videos and just do that, that's not the path that I want to take. Even if it makes me more money than not doing than focusing on the business. And so I'm getting this down to remember this for next time, because I know that there's going to be some more temptations and some more things. And honestly, it's going to fucking suck. Because if I were to go all in on a comfort creator, I'll just tell you right fucking now, bro. I will sit in this fucking apartment for 13 hours a day and create nonstop. She's posting 30 videos a day. I'll fucking post 50, bro. And I promise you, I will fucking destroy her. Especially in comfort and like my personality, and I don't have to actually talk to people. And I do this shit for free, bro. Look at what I'm doing. I'm doing this shit anyway to document my shit. Imagine if I was getting paid to post this content. Right? And so it's like, I could do that, but I don't want to. It's not the path. It's not the direction I want to take. And I know that if I do go all in on becoming a comfort creator and start posting 50 times a day, then I'm going to look up in 6 months from now, I'm going to fucking hate my life. And so I'm not making that mistake again, because I made it once with the LA group. And so I'm making this as a declaration to myself that I am working with Comfort as a partnership, as a business partnership. They're helping me get my business off the ground. And they're becoming my first client the same way that this other thing was, that the Slate Chocolates was with Josh Suggs. But I'm focusing on this as a business, not as a comfort creator. So I'm not going to like pause this and then go create some comfort content for them. I'm going to go build the business, build the sidewalk effect, build the website, start DMing other businesses and other companies, and then go out and film for Comfort to learn how to actually do it, to get better at the street interviews, at the magic ads, to learn the style, the format, what it should look like, etc. And so I'm making this as a declaration to myself, because I had that same feeling. I just got on a call with the team and I felt like I was just another cog in the machine instead of being an entrepreneur, right? And the whole goal was to make my relationship with Hudson as a peer, as an entrepreneur, the same way that Greg Lav has a relationship with Hudson and Dom Icabone has a relationship with Hudson, and they're each doing their own thing. Dom Icabone is not a creator for Comfort, right? Greg LaVecchia is not a creator for Comfort. They're focusing on building their own shit. That's what I'm going to do as well. I'm not a creator for Comfort. I run an ad agency called The Sidewalk Effect, and one of our clients is Comfort. So yes, I create content for Comfort, but that's only because that's the nature of my company. That's the nature of what we do at The Sidewalk Effect, is we create that kind of content for the companies and the brands that we partner with. Not because I'm going to become a content creator for Comfort as a TikToker. Not the goal. So, by the way, I want to make very clear, I love Comfort. I love Hudson. I love Comfort. I love the brand. I love everything that they're doing. They are freaking amazing. They are phenomenal. And if you guys see this video, I love you so much. This is just like me documenting my personal thoughts and my personal journey. I love the brand. I love the company. I love everything. They have the most quality stuff I've ever seen. It's just not the route that I want to take. And so I will still be creating content for them. This is still what we do, right? I'm still creating magic content for them, street magic interviews. But the whole point of just saying this was that I'm not just going to be another cog in the machine. I'm not just going to be another one of the 600,000 creators that they have. I'm actually building this thing as a business, and that's what this page is. That's what I'm doing. This is me building my brand, my company, The Sidewalk Effect, not just being a creator, but building my actual company, building my agency, building The Sidewalk Effect. So anyway, that's it for this little rant over here. I just wanted to get my thoughts down and also make this as a like declaration for myself, so I have it in the future, because I know there's going to be some temptations later down the line, and definitely going to be the lady in the red dress. So I just wanted to make this down, also to just kind of reaffirm it in my own head and reinforce in my own head that, like, hey, I'm not becoming a comfort creator. I'm not going to spend every single day creating shit for Comfort. Yes, I am going to do stuff for them, because like that's how I'm learning right now, and I'm learning what works and what doesn't work, especially for the ads, etc. But my long-term goal is not to become a fucking comfort creator. The whole point is that I'm starting a company, I'm building a business, and Comfort happens to be one of my first clients, right? And the same thing that Josh Suggs did, where I think it was Slate Chocolates company he was working for, said, hey, make me 15 street interviews, I'll pay you $2,000. And so he did that. He did it for another company. And so was he technically a creator for Slate Chocolates at the time? Sure. But then he's a creator for any company that hires him, right? And if I were to get another brand tomorrow of, let's say, that fucking sells water bottles, right? Let's say they sell water bottles, and I were to sign them tomorrow for $3,000, I would be a water bottle creator for the next day, right? It's like, that's the nature of the business. That's the nature of the company, especially in the beginning stages. It's going to be me creating the content. I'm going to be in it on the day-to-day. Once we grow and once we scale up, yes, there's going to be a team of interviewers, there's going to be a team of magicians, et cetera, that go out, and I'm going to be running the company, not in the day-to-day, working on the business, not in the business. But for right now, it's literally getting started right off the ground. So it's me working in the business. So am I creating content for Comfort? Yes. But am I a Comfort content creator? No. Again, that being said, I freaking love the brand. I love Hudson. I love Comfort. I love everything that they've done and are doing. one of the best brands in the world right now. 10 out of 10 recommend, 11 out of 10 recommend actually. Go get it. They're freaking awesome. I love everything. I love all of them. It's just not the path that we're taking. For me, this is me building my own company, not just becoming a creator, not just becoming a cog in another someone else's machine, because I made that mistake once and I'm not doing that again. And so I learned from my mistakes. I've learned the lessons, because after a year I hated my life. And that was because I got all excited about the name and being part of a big brand and a big company and a famous guy and a rich guy, etc., a successful person that I'd idolized and looked up to. And then I got so excited by doing that, I said yes to everything. And then I became another cog in his machine, just became another sales guy on the team. And I hated that life. I woke up a year later and I was fucking miserable. And so I left that. And I left that to start my own company, because I am just like those guys that I look up to. I realize that they're just normal, just like me. I'm just like Hudson. I'm just like Greg LaVecchia. Like, look at the shit that I'm wearing, bro. I'm an entrepreneur just like they are. And so it's just a matter of time. And this is me building my business, me building my company, right? And it's like Greg LaVecchia has zero desire to go become a content creator for Comfort, because he's building his own shit. Same thing with me. This is me building my own shit. Yes, right now I'm working with Comfort, right, as creating content for them, but not as a content creator. It's because that's what my brand does. We create the content, the marketing, the advertising for these companies with Stream Magic interviews. So that's going to be it for this little rant. I just wanted to get that down, because this is something that's going through my head, and I made the mistake once and I don't want to make it again. And the feeling, the temptation, the pull is very, very, very strong right now. And I don't want to be tempted by it. I don't want to succumb to it. So that's it for this one. I will see myself in the next one. Peace. Row.